12 teams entered, 7 remain, 1 will rise. This is the road to immortality. The contenders. Number 1, Notre Dame Time, the West's newest powerhouse. They didn't just enter the league, they detonated into it. Highest win rate, division domination, a first round bye earned, not given. The newcomer stands atop the mountain, waiting for challengers to climb. Number 2, the Guardians. Last year, missed playoffs. This year, East Division champions. Fueled by regret, rebuilt by determination, and ready to rewrite their legacy. The Guardians aren't just back, they're coming for everything. Number 3, Z Tigers. Last season's heartbreak still burns. 1 win away from the crown in 2025. This year, a 10-game win streak and a message to the league. The Tigers don't chase, they hunt. Number 4, Pinguinis, the original West Warriors, 2024, eliminated by King Cobras. 2025, eliminated by King Cobras. 2026, revenge is the only item on the menu. Number 5, King Cobras, back-to-back champions. The Dynasty, the Standard, the Villains. They slither into the playoffs seeking a 3rd straight title. To beat the league, you must beat the Kings. Number 6, 2 balls, 1 hoop. Underestimated, underrated, unbothered. Every year there's a dark horse. This year, they might just be the one that bites back. Number 7, Powerbombers. Once feared, once unstoppable. Regular season monsters in 2024 and 2025, now crawling into the playoffs at the final moment. But legends don't fade, they reload. This is the Powerbombers' last stand, and they're ready to detonate the bracket. Round 1 matchups. The battles begin now. Notre Dame Time gets the bye. The number 1 seed watches from above, rested, ready, waiting for whoever survives the chaos. Pinguinis versus King Cobras, the rivalry that refuses to die. The Kings have ended their dreams twice, but this year, is this the moment the Pinguinis finally dethrone the Cobra? Or does the reigning champ slither into another round? Z Tigers versus 2 balls, 1 hoop. 2 expansion titans from 2025. 2 meteoric rises. 1 question. Who becomes the true face of the new era? Powerbombers versus Guardians. History says the Powerbombers stopped the Guardians cold. But this season, the Guardians finally broke the curse. Now the rematch decides everything. Does the old pattern return, or does the chapter finally close? The RCMP plus playoffs, where legends rise, where dynasties fall, where newcomers become nightmares, where every possession is a story, and every matchup is a war. 7 teams, 1 champion. Welcome to the 2026 playoffs.
Get ready for Fantasy Hoops. Step into the arena, RCMP Plus. It's not luck, it's logic. Bang, that's a powerbomb move right there. Light it up, baby, fella. Woo, that's fantasy fireworks. Buckets of buckets, baby. Ain't no rivalry like an RCMP rivalry. From stats to smack talk, where trash talk meets true talk. It's not just fantasy, it's legacy.
Welcome back to RCMP Plus Fantasy Hoops. I am Tommy Douglas.
And I am PG-13.
The regular season has officially come to an end. Week 20 wrapped up the final Monday to Sunday matchup of the year, and now the playoff bracket is locked in.
This is the moment we have been building toward all season. 20 weeks of lineups, waiver moves, injuries, and trash talk, all leading to the postseason.
And honestly, this final week only had about 2 matchups that truly mattered, with the playoffs already coming into focus.
But we still had some big performances. Bam Adebayo from Notre Dame Time exploded for an 83-point game this week, which helped seal another win for the league's top team.
And before we get to the playoff preview, let's break down the final week of the regular season. Alphas 1,000. 189 defeated King Cobras. 1,116.
Alphas knew exactly what was on the line here. They were fighting for playoff contention, and they put the pedal to the metal.
They did everything they could, hoping to grab that final playoff spot. But in the end, the Powerbombers held on.
Still a strong finish from Alphas. Devin Booker and LaMelo Ball did their part, but it just was not enough to sneak into the bracket.
Powerbombers 1000. 470 defeated 2 balls. 1 hoop 1000. 243.
This one mattered a lot.
Powerbombers knew they could not let this week slip when they were so close to securing that final playoff spot.
And they showed up. Big scoring week, big response, and they finally punched their ticket to the playoffs.
Z Tigers 1000. 432 defeated Dunkin' Donuts 1,109.
Z Tigers just took care of business.
Easy win, and they glide right into the playoffs sitting at 15-5.
That team has been quietly dominant all season. Anthony Edwards and James Harden leading the charge, and they look ready for the postseason.
Notre Dame Time 1000. 200 defeated Jokic 966.
Jokic never even set their lineup.
That made it an easy win for Notre Dame Time, who finished the season 17-3 and lock up the number 1 seed.
And again, Bam Adebayo with that 83-point performance this week helped make sure there were no surprises.
Guardians 1000. 317 defeated Ballers 1019.
Guardians just handled business.
They finish the season 16-4 and take the top seed in the East Conference heading into the playoffs.
Cade Cunningham had another massive week with 224, which was one of the top performances in the league.
Pinguinis 886 defeated Padfoot Toes 449.
Honestly, this one was a nothing game.
Padfoot Toes had already given up, and it showed. But Pinguinis still get the win and head into the playoffs with momentum. Top 3 performances of the week. Nikola Jokic with 323 for Ballers. Luka Doncic with 239 for Notre Dame Time. Cade Cunningham with 224 for Guardians.
Jokic dropping 323 inches, a lost season for Ballers is wild. That is the kind of week you wish you had back in the middle of the season.
The final standings are now official. Notre Dame Time finishes first at 17-3. Guardians right behind them at 16-4. Z Tigers 15-5. Pinguinis 13-7. King Cobras 11-9. 2 balls, 1 hoop 10-10. And Powerbombers sneaking in at 9-11.
Powerbombers finally punching their ticket to the playoffs at the last moment. That is the definition of surviving the regular season.
Teams eliminated from the playoffs are Alphas, Padfoot Toes, Dunkin' Donuts, Jokic, and Ballers.
Now the big question. Out of the 7 playoff teams, who actually has the best chance to win the championship?
For me, it starts with Notre Dame Time. Luka Doncic has been unstoppable all year, and that roster with Bam Adebayo, De'Aaron Fox, and Nikola Vucevic has been consistent from start to finish.
That is a safe pick. But I am going with Pinguinis. Victor Wembanyama, Kevin Durant, and Karl Anthony Towns together is a terrifying trio in a playoff matchup. If Wemby has another 260-type week, nobody is beating them.
Guardians cannot be ignored either. Cade Cunningham and Tyrese Maxey have been one of the best duos in the league all year.
And Z Tigers are that quiet sleeper. Anthony Edwards and James Harden can explode any week.
The playoffs are stacked this year. Here is the playoff bracket. Notre Dame Time gets the bye as the number 1 seed.
That extra week of rest could be huge.
First matchup, King Cobras versus Pinguinis.
This one has history. The last 2 years, Pinguinis have been eliminated from the playoffs by King Cobras.
So the big question is, can Pinguinis finally get their revenge?
With Victor Wembanyama and Kevin Durant leading that roster, this might be the year they flip the script.
Next matchup, 2 balls, 1 hoop versus Z Tigers.
Both are 2025 expansion teams, and both dominated their divisions early on.
Giannis Antetokounmpo for 2 balls, 1 hoop versus Anthony Edwards and James Harden for Z Tigers. That is a heavyweight matchup. Final matchup. Powerbombers versus Guardians.
This is an old rivalry renewed.
Historically, the Powerbombers have been the team that stops the momentum of the Guardians.
But this season has looked different. Guardians have been dominant. The question is, can they finally break that curse?
The regular season is finished, and the playoffs are officially here.
7 teams remain, and only one will walk away. As the RCMP plus Fantasy Hoops champion,
We will be stepping away for the playoff run, but we will be back in 3 weeks to wrap up the playoffs and present the end of season awards show.
and that will be the final episode of Fantasy Hoops for the year.
For PG-13, I am Tommy Douglas.
We will see you in 3 weeks for the championship recap and awards.
This has been RCMP plus Fantasy Hoops.
Yeet.